Hey everybody, so welcome back to North Fork. I'm Derek, thanks for joining us today. So today we're going to do another splitting video. Again, I got a little wood behind me. I got to get split up and stacked up there. We got a lot of wood for free. You guys saw some videos of that, loading up all that free firewood that I got. So some of the firewood that I got here on the trailer probably isn't the best firewood. Most people would pass over this. They'd let it lay in the woods or whatever. Again, this firewood I got for free. And part of the agreement was that I could have the wood if I took everything that was there. So there was a big pile of wood, big pile of logs, and so I cut everything up and I took everything. So there's some wood in there that probably is, most people consider rotten. So is it good firewood? Is it good to burn? Should I even bother with it? So the firewood that I have here in the trailer, I had to cut it into lengths to get it out of where my friend had it, so that I could take it and clean up that area for him. So I have it here and it's all ready to go. If it was out in the woods, I probably wouldn't even touch it. But since it's here, since it's already cut up into lengths, I am going to split it. I am going to put it in this stack. I'm going to dry it and I'm going to burn it. So it has nowhere near the heat value now as when it did when it was in the tree or when it was first cut down. But again, since it's here, since it's all cut up and ready to go, I am going to split it and I'm going to burn it. I'll get some heat value out of it. So a couple months ago, a couple videos back, I cut down a big hollow hemlock tree that was rotten in the center. I didn't bother cutting that up. I ended up putting that down along the road and just pushing it over the bank because that tree was rotten inside hollow. It wasn't worth my time to cut that up into lengths. So again, it's kind of the same thing. These logs I would typically let lay, but since I had to cut them up, since I spent the time getting them on the trailer and they're ready to go, I will split them and I will use them. So as most people would consider it rotten wood, I'm going to cut it up, I'm going to split it, and I'm going to use it for firewood, and we're going to make heat out of it. So as long as it's dry, the boiler will burn it no problem, and we can get some heat value out of it. So this is the wood that I got on the trailer, and again, I did a video of that, of loading all this firewood onto the trailer. I've taken some of the bigger pieces off the top of the trailer, but as you can see, there's some pieces here that are pretty punky, pretty well rotten. See, there's pieces that's just breaking off. This is all flaky, and this is no good on the outside. But show you here when I start splitting into it that there is some good wood. This piece here is all done. There's nothing good in this. This will just flake apart and go on the ground. But inside there is some decent wood, so I'll split it apart and I'll show you what I get. Alright, so this is some of the wood that came out of it. So again, there was some on the outside that kind of fell off and flaked off, and some chunks that you could tell was really soft, and I'll just throw those out. You know, there isn't anything good in the punky wood, but you know, there's some decent wood in there. Again, for already having it on the trailer, already being cut to length, what I had to do to get the wood out of there for the friend of mine, I'm going to go ahead and dry it and burn it. You know, a year from now when this dries in the pile, this will be perfectly fine to dry. Again, not going to get the heat value out of it that I would otherwise, but it's still heat that I can make hot water with. So we're going to go ahead and burn it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep splitting. I got a lot of firewood here to do. I want to get this trailer cleared off here this week or this weekend, and continue on with the pile behind me here. So I'm loving these longer days, that it stays light later in the evening. Right now it's after 7 o'clock, and I still got another half hour, 45 minutes of daylight. So it's really nice to be able to get stuff done after supper in the evenings. Makes you feel like you accomplished something when you can come home from work and do something outside. It just makes you feel good. And as far as that rotten wood, you know, sometimes you can take some of those pieces that you normally throw away, and a little bit of work, you can get some heat value out of it. Is it worth it or not? That's up to you. But, you know, for me, for this time, you know, I'm going to go ahead and burn this wood. So I appreciate you sticking around and watching till the end. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.